Keir Starmer prepares to bribe the SNP for their support in a potential coalition government by allowing Scotland to join international bodies such as the European Union. Wow, talk about being desperate, dodgy and delusional. This is the Labour Party, the party of government. They are ready to rule Britannia, but in reality they are completely going to destroy every aspect of our nation. One is the Constitution. We've already discussed these dangerous plans to abolish the House of Lords and replace it with their version of elected chamber, which is not going to help anybody. They've also decided to allow Gordon Brown to return. Why is Gordon Brown even saying things these days? I have no idea. But Gordon Brown is advising Keir Starmer. They're writing blueprints for the future, and they want to give more powers for the SNP government to join international institutions such as the European Union. Now, this goes beyond that, by the way. This is not just about essentially joining aspects of the EU. That includes, from the single markets and all the other areas that they have, and completely divide the country. Now, one issue that we now have is the fact that they've decided to write this thing, Gordon Brown, and called it a New Britain. What, New Labour, New Britain? I think we've tried that once, guys, in the 2000s. New Britain, New Labour, that's back basically. And it was one of the sources from the Labour Party said that apparently the party is making an early offer to form a government with the SNP if the opinion polls narrow, especially when it comes to the election, and there's a hung parliament. Now, of course, we've still got a year or two till the next election in 2024, but the controversial section of this report, New Britain, which was unveiled by Keir Starmer and Gordon Brown, of course, it said, international recognition of Scotland and its parliament. International recognition of the Scottish Parliament, Scottish government. You know what that means, right? That basically means independence. They are completely separating our nation. It's not even full-on independence. It's not even actual independence. It's basically dividing the nation into chunks, and then there's absolutely no unity, no agenda, no actual constitution being able to monitor what's going on every day in our country. This is not really good stuff, guys. It's absolutely dangerous, but it's not really entertaining for people in the mainstream media to discuss, to debate. So they're just allowing it to happen, unless people who run this show want to do it, want Scotland to be isolated, and want the general British Constitution, while not codified, to be completely wrecked by Gordon Brown, a failed Prime Minister and a failed political candidate. If that's what they want, then they will have to wait to see what the British public will decide. And the way things are going, and the Tories are absolutely in complete mess, they're not going to vote for the Tory party. The law people who are not following the news, they don't know about the rise of Reform UK, might accidentally end up voting for the Labour Party anyway, because they think, well, if I don't want blue, then by default, I'm going to have to vote red. No, you don't. That's not how it works. But unfortunately, that's been the result of successive elections and governments over the last few decades. Thank you so much for all the support. Subscribe to the channel. Admire Tousi, and we are the media.